You ever wondered how long it takes to knit something? Today we're gonna answer that question by knitting for 12 hours. It's my friend Hannah. I taught her how to knit and she has since surpassed me in knitting by knitting an insane amount of sweaters, which I think is because she just knits faster. But some other people in my life have commented that maybe she just knits more and I spend more of my time sewing. So today we're gonna find out if it's just that I'm slow or that my crafts are split between multiple passions. It is almost 9 a.m.
What time is that?
It's 8:59 and we're gonna start in 1 minute. Do you have anything to say? Yeah, that's accurate. I'm gonna set a clock. While I set this, do you want to talk about what you're making?
I gauge swatched yesterday 3 skeins of this yarn. I'm gonna try to make a vest.
Ooh.
Perhaps the weekend pullover v-neck. I think I have the wrong gauge.
I'm knitting this cardigan, the Wednesday Addams cardigan, and instead of knitting like one panel, which probably would have made more sense, I decided to knit little strips and then hand sew them all together. So we have to make 8 of these, and I've made 1. So we're gonna have a very quantifiable sense of progress with however many of these we make. And the back 4 will all be the same, and then 2 on the front will be the same, but these 2 in the center will need to make a V. So we'll have to do that math probably much later in the day. We spent the first hour just yapping and knitting in my kitchen. Hannah spent a good bit of that time reading and understanding the sizing and the pattern and how to cast on, which I feel like is really a undervalued part of the knitting process that takes a surprisingly long amount of time, but the hour went by more quickly than I thought it would. Hello. We're an hour in.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm ready to continue.
My hand hurts.
This is how far I've gotten. I'm actually pretty impressed with how much I've knit in an hour. And Hannah has gotten...
I finished my short rows.
Woo!
It's still very rolled up, but here it is.
It's-
all 14 rows.
For reference, her yarn is a lot smaller than mine. I'm knitting with 5mm and you're knitting with...
4. I thought
4?
yours were 5.5.
Oh, mine are 5.5. Quite a bigger gauge and yarn than hers, so if it looks like she's making less progress, it's not actually true.
I have a lot more stitches as well.
Yeah. I'm knitting 28 by 28 rows, stitches per row. Yes.
72 stitches on here.
Yeah, so there's that. One thing I also realized in the past hour is that this is all the white yarn I have. It's also from Joann's. We're definitely gonna have to go to Michael's and hope that they have a very similar acrylic. I think that they have a very similar brand to Joann's where it's just acrylic at a hopefully the same gauge. That'll be later, but I have to jump on a meeting. So see you guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
1 hour later.
Hello! We've done this for 2 hours. And this is where I met. Hannah has made so much progress.
It's longer.
Do you want to tell them what you were saying about your needle size?
I think I chose a needle size that's a little bit too big, so you can see like stripes between these rows. I actually don't know if you can see it from the camera. It's okay. I saw this while I was gauge swatching, and this is what I chose, so we're gonna go with it.
I like that you can see the stitches, actually.
Let them know it was hand knit.
Yes, they will know. I'm almost done with this. I think I'm gonna do all 4 of the back ones and then block all 4 of them at the same time and sew them together so that my wrist gets a break.
Is each column 3 squares? Rectangles?
I'm making each 3 because theoretically it was 4, but I feel like with ribbing, if I did a whole other square, it would definitely be like longer than I prefer.
I'm too picky about my matcha. And coffee, to be honest. Life is easier when you're less picky.
That's why I'm knitting this with acrylic yarn. It's okay, it's for Halloween, so.
I feel like you would wear it
True.
other times. Like Halloween is like 4 months long for you.
So real. Look at this.
It's so cute.
I just have to do bias binding here and here, and it's done. And it has pockets!
Oh my gosh. This is so cute.
It's been 3 hours. Our table has become progressively more and more cluttered. Every time I sit down, I'm like, oh, sustenance, more yarn,
Entertain.
matcha. Na's on row.
I'm on row 50!
Woo! And I am at the beginning of our second column. Probably after we eat, we should go to Michael's to try and buy yarn. Still knitting.
Actual food.
Yeah. It is currently 1 p.m. Oh my gosh, we have 8 hours left.
Yeah. We're third of the way there.
I was feeling so good about it being 1 p.m. and then 8 hours is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, we're a third of the way.
Yeah, this is where I am in my second column.
This is how far I've gotten on the back yoke. It's a little rolled up, but I have 5 more rows until I'm done, and then I'll pick up the shoulders.
I feel like that's quite long for a yoke. You probably won't have to make it as long as the pattern says.
I mean, it's oversized, so I'm assuming that the sleeve holes will be pretty deep,
Yeah,
but then after that, I probably don't have a lot to.
right. We're gonna go get a treat. But yeah, my wrists, this arm from like this tendon, whatever that is.
You should stretch.
Ow.
Mine are okay, but my wrists have been cracking here and there.
Huh.
Probably why people don't knit for 12 hours straight.
Today is not the day to develop carpal tunnel.
Hello. It is 1:59. Basically another hour. I did not make a lot of progress in this hour because I was driving. But Hannah have you started the shoulders?
No, unfortunately, I realized I had to go 12 more rows than I thought initially, so.
It's gonna be quite oversized.
Yep.
We're at Voyager Craft Coffee. This is such a cute location. But we're just gonna sit and knit and enjoy drinking lattes and not being in my apartment. So cheers. As you could probably tell, we were going a little stir crazy being in my apartment till 1 p.m. But I remember this day being really hot, and I think we talked about going to a beach or going to a park, but then we thought about how hot we would be sitting in the sun, and so we decided to just stay at my place. But I think in the future, if we want to do this again, which both me and Hannah secretly kind of do want to do this again, we would love to adventure more throughout different places or maybe even different cities. Hello, we just finished another hour and this is where I'm at. I'm almost done with this column. We're so close. So yeah, it does take a little bit more than 2 hours to do a column.
Started on my left shoulder, finally! Let's go!
When she was picking it up, we were both like, what stitch are you on? It's like, there's no seam. It's invisible. It's crazy. I feel like getting out of the apartment is good. We should go to a park or something.
I've been refreshed.
This is how you rest.
Indeed. Cafe.
I went into this expecting that, like, it would be terrible.
Huh?
I went into 12 hours of knitting
Yeah.
expecting to be like,
We're halfway through.
that's crazy. I'm also doing a project that has a lot of dopamine. Like, every time you finish a column, you're like,
Very potato chippy. I will say I got into a bit of a funk when I was on the back yoke for like 4 hours, and I had another 12 rows to go, but now I'm working on this small piece, so.
I'm gonna finish this column before we leave. Okay.
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 Phoebe loves to keep her whips.
And they stay hidden, out of sight, out of mind.
She does not intend to finish them.
If I can't see them, they don't exist. Wow! It's our
We finished 9 hours.
Not. Yep.
Coming into 10. Wait, no.
It's 5 p.m. Yes.
We finished a full work day of knitting.
I have a pretty impressive checkerboard and tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Once I finish this, I'm definitely gonna block because that will feel very satisfying.
I'm excited for you to seam it together.
Yeah.
See the checkerboard come together.
See how it'll actually fit me.
I just finished my
Wow.
left shoulder. And I'm gonna cast on stitches for the right shoulder now. 3 hours to go.
Woo!
4 hours.
4 hours to go.
Oh, we just finished 8 hours.
Yeah. Hello. It's now 6 p.m.
Woo!
This is where I am on our last back panel.
Yeah! Square of the last column too.
So close.
This is my current progress with the right shoulder. I'm like
Hey!
a third of the way down.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe it'll take me another 2 hours to finish the shoulder, but after that I'll be done with the yoke. I'm so tired. It's 85 degrees
It's way too hot
at 6 p.m.
to be knitting. Then, to escape the heat and hopefully gain some brain cells, we went outside and sat by the pool, and I finished that final column for the back panel. Hello, it is 6:40, and I finished the final back column. So that means we can get to blocking, and then I'm going to take a break from knitting, and well, see, this is technically still part of the time that it takes to knit a garment, because I'm going to hand sew all of these panels together and then weave in all the ends. So hopefully by the end of the evening we can have like a completed, like perfectly complete back panel, so that then all I have to do in the future is the front panel. Because this is acrylic yarn, I will be steam blocking instead of wet blocking. So then I got to blocking, and yes, I use these kids' squares because why are actual blocking squares so expensive for no reason? Tell me why. Anyways, I got to blocking. My friend Jody was coming over to watch the new Wednesday season, so I quickly did this in the kitchen, and then we had dinner, and then we propped on the TV, really the projector, because I don't own a TV, and it was a lot of fun. We spent the rest of the evening not really updating the camera, but getting a lot of knitting done, and this is where I ended up at the end of 12 hours, and here is Wow. Looks so good.
12 hours.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching this chaotic journey. Knitting for 12 hours was really, really fun. I had such a good day with Hannah doing that, and I wanted to give you some updates since then. Hannah has since finished her garment. Look, so freaking cute. It's so cute, and I think she's already completed also another garment since then. It's been maybe 2 weeks since we filmed, so she's really cooking. Me, on the other hand, let me show you. This is our update of the sweater vest we were working on that day. There it is. So you can see it's not actually 4 panels. That's because I did my math wrong. So these squares are way too big. I also think when I was blocking, I stretched them out a little bit too much. So I don't hate this. I'm going to finish it. The final things I need to do are continue knitting this neckline and then add this half of the neckline in white and then ribbing on this armhole in white. And then I think I'm going to cast on a completely new one, do it in one panel, do my math correctly based on this gauge, and just knit from the bottom up. I think that will be better, smoother, cleaner. It'll look neater on my body. So I'm not gonna just quit, but I am going to redo this in a different way. So if you're interested to see a comparison from the 2 different ways that I end up doing this, you can feel free to follow and subscribe and like this video, please. I think that's all I have to say. So how long does knitting something take? A very long time. It took me 12 hours to get the back panel done. If you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to comment below what you would like to see me knit next or craft next, and I will see you next time you're feeling crafty. Bye! This is a crazy idea.
I need to find someone who's going to Japan and beg them to buy matcha for me.
I could try to do that transition that I always try to do that never works, where I throw something at the camera and then I cut it with the next thing that happens.
Go for it.
I already feel scared. Okay.